How's it going, guys? It's Cameron here. This video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do for speed paints for a couple of different reasons. One, the normal way I add music to my videos is no longer working. I can't figure out how to get it to work. And two, this is my first time using Procreate in this drawing. And three, this is the, I think, fourth time I've drawn this specific character in this pose. And I decided a couple of years ago to challenge myself to remake the first image I made of my main character just about once a year. Now, I don't think I did one for last year, and if I did, it was a really choppy video. It was either last year or the year before. So I decided, as a good way to learn Procreate, why not recreate it a fourth time? So this character, for those that don't know, is a character I've been working on for probably about 6 years now, named Jackson Stephen Henderson, for a game that I want to create called Project Storm X. It's been the forefront of my channel for, well, since I started creating it. Have nothing really done for the game. It's all just, concept art, getting the storylines going. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to talk about for the next 13 minutes. Maybe I'll just explain some of my thinking. So, like, the weird texture on that sleeve there is supposed to be burn marks. Lightning around his arm, burn the fabric. There was a couple of things on this that I had to make, like, things different in my game to make this specific artwork happen. Like, his clothing has kind of a story to it. I'm sorry if I sound weird. But, so certain aspects of the way he dresses has changed over time. The first ever rendition I made of this character was just a random guy I found on Google with a random jacket I found on Google with some lightning around him. So he's definitely changed quite a bit. And the wildest thing, I've never really told anybody this, at least not on my channel, but I guess this is a good opportunity to. When I first created this character, it was because of Resident Evil 7's Save Zoe DLC, or whatever it was called. In that DLC, there's a gauntlet-looking thing, like has power punches or something like that, and that inspired me to make the gauntlet of the game, which way back on my channel, the first ever artwork I did of this character was that gauntlet, just the gauntlet, and him holding a gun. So that little piece on his right arm has been there since the very beginning. It's had a lot of renditions, a lot of changes, but the story evolved around that one piece. And I've taken a lot more, inspirations from different games, other Resident Evil games, Splinter Cell, like Splinter Cell Conviction and Blacklist. I don't really know the older ones. Just tons of different games like that. You can see I've re-added the gun here. He has not had a handgun since that drawing. So I decided to re-add it as, something for his other hand to do. That's just another, thing of the story that changed for the artwork. And like the way his clothes are ripped, that kind of has a story behind it in the game. Because this is not at the beginning of the game, and it's not at the very end. It's right around the middle where this artwork is. And this is after a whole bunch of stuff happens that even I don't know about yet. There has been a couple of other videos that I kind of want to explain while this is going on, because I really don't know what else to talk about. But I don't just want to leave it, as dead space for 13 minutes. The animation, the end of Prescott Valley. The whole point of that animation is Project Stormax. It has nothing to do with, I mean, it kind of does, but it doesn't have a lot to do with the real Prescott Valley, my hometown. But the game of Project Stormax takes place inside of Prescott Valley. Because, well, that's the town I know so well. The town I grew up in, the town I'm still in. So drawing everything for the landscape of that animation was really easy. And drawing it for, like, this drawing was really easy. Such as the tower, like with the T-shaped thing you can see in the background there while I'm making the gauntlet. That is on top of Glassford Hill. And that is the main, like, a main location in the game is on top of Glassford Hill. Now, some of the stuff in this artwork, I have changed Prescott Valley around a little bit to fit the artwork more. Such as on the left side, well, his right, our left, the Safeway looks completely different from ours. Now, in the game, Safeway is a location. It might not be called Safeway in the final game. I don't know. Oh god, I forgot that head was tiny. Okay, let's take a break and let's just talk about the head right now. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I ran through so many renditions of the head and got so frustrated. I had to kind of trace the features. Now, you can't really see it because of the image behind it, but I didn't trace everything. I took the proportions that I had made and shaped it to that one guy's proportions. Because it took me like 2 hours to try and get the face right. And it still doesn't look right in the final one. I don't know what went wrong, but at least the features are correct. See, right now I'm making the hair, always one of my favorite parts of the drawing besides doing the clothing. But yeah, anyway, Safeway is a really cool location in the game. It's supposed to be like sunk kind of into the ground. It's supposed to be flooded. There's a couple of other things that I haven't really revealed about it yet. There's an animation I've been working on for it, and probably many more I'll look into working on once I acquire Procreate Dreams, and not just working with Flip-A-Clip. Yeah, working with Procreate is definitely a lot different than working with IBI's Paint. There's a lot more brushes. I don't have to... You could see me testing some of them out there. But I don't have to watch a 10-minute ad just to get basic brushes like the cloud brush or the LED sign brush, which I use for the lightning and stuff. Like you could see here, both of those are being used. And this drawing is not going to be perfect because I am still testing everything out in this one. I've already drawn 2 more, and I'm working on a third of these types of animations, or not animations, drawings. So this one is not going to be perfect, and I know that. None of them are perfect yet, and they're not, no drawing is, because I'm still learning everything about Procreate. I've only had it maybe a week and a half. This was made probably over the course of 3 or 4 days, only because, I have school, I have work, I still want to, play the PlayStation and stuff like that in between. So this was just in my free time, having fun, if I got a little bit of inspiration to draw. But my main thing about this artwork that I'm so proud of is that I stuck with it. Because, normally once I'll get to a part that's really frustrating, I'll just stop. And that's why there hasn't been that many speed paints lately, because I will just stop, never work on it again, never want to work on it again. By the time I want to, I forgot what I was going to do. But yeah, so this was the artwork Jackson Stephen Henderson by yours truly, Cameron Bale. And this is the first of a new line of Project Stormax artwork. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.